Paula is going to start us off this hour in San Antonio, Texas. Hey, Paula, how are you?
I'm just fine, Dave, and you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
That's me. However, I'm trying to find out if I'm doing the right thing for considering my situation. I'm not trying to be an Elon Musk or a Bill Gates. I'm very happy at what I got, and I'm just want to live comfortable, and I'm doing that. But I have my mortgage paid off. I am 76 years old, and I don't work. I could, but I don't. I just choose not to. I have a $2,600 a month Social Security coming in. I have over $100,000 in a money market. I have $31,000 in a saving, and I save $1,000 a month. My bills are all paid at the first of every month. Am I doing the right thing?
Okay. So you have no investments at all?
No, that's right now. I am too scared of that with the market so volatile and everything going haywire. I don't want to play with the market.
Okay.
I just want to be comfortable and happy, and basically I am. I just want to know if that's going to carry me through to my. I'm a young 76-year-old.
But you're not using the money.
No, absolutely
so
not.
If you continue like you continue, it would carry you on to 176.
Well, I plan to live that.
I know. I can tell. I can tell. So,
no, I
me
got
too.
more energy than a 60-year-old.
No, I'm serious. That you're not using the money, and so
no.
It's if you were burning it, if you were going through it a little bit,
no.
if you were, eating $1,000 a month out of it to live, but you're living on your Social Security is what you're saying.
I'm living on it and still have money sitting in my bank.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's money.
If that makes you
with.
happy, I'm not going to change it.
No, I'm happy doing it. I just want to know if that's really the right thing to do for me.
It sounds like it is because it's what makes you happy.
Yeah,
so
I'm living very comfortable.
Now, if it was me and I'm 62, I've got my money in excess of an emergency fund. If I had that extra $100,000, I am investing it into some good mutual funds that have a long, stable track record, because I'm not scared of the market, and that would not cause me to lay awake at night. But it sounds to me like that would cause you to lay awake at night, so you shouldn't do it.
Well, it would, because you see everything going up and down, and all the predictions of we're going to have a crash and all this, Wait
a minute. You and I are old enough that we've heard that every year our entire life.
Yes.
And it never happened.
Well, I believe what you're saying, but I'm one of these kinds that knows that it can. There's always there. It's a
your
possibility.
Bank can go broke.
Well, yeah. And that's another thing. I have a question is my money, the $100,000 or more, is in a money market, choice money market. Now, if the banks go broke, or I know it's federally insured, or
is it with a bank?
Well, actually, it's with a savings, a credit union, which is
okay. So they've got they've got NCUA. So yeah, okay.
That's it. I never get those that quick, but
you've got the same. You've got insurance on the money if the credit union goes belly up, and then the government would have to go belly up, which is possible too.
The way they act,
yeah,
and I can see
and then you
that.
would not get your money, and so that's your absolute worst case scenario now. And if you invest the money, it could go up and down, up and down, up and down. But likely, there's no track record of it disappearing either. So, but I'm not gonna push on it. I mean, Paula, this is making you happy.
Yeah, and you're saving.
Yeah, I just want to be sure I'm kind of doing the right thing because, like I said, I put back
it's costing you about
$10,000
a year.
It's costing me $10,000 a year?
Yeah. If it was invested, you'd be making about a 10% rate of return on average in good mutual funds, and on $100,000, that's $10,000 a year. So you're missing out on about $10,000 a year. But it sounds to me like that's an insurance policy causes you to sleep, and I'm not going to argue with you about it.
Well, That's what I wanted to know then, you know. That's all I needed to know, that I'm kind of okay with where I'm at then.
You're not going to go broke.
You're more than okay, Paula. You couldn't do something dumb with money if you tried. I just don't think she's got it in her, Dave. She's so wise.
Well, I mean, the thing is this. Now, let's just back up and talk about it. Number one, that's her situation. And her. I don't think in one radio conversation I'm going to cause her to have peace with investing. But I will challenge all of you out there to the tune of $10,000 a year. To me, that means it's time for me to learn something. Mm-hmm. And now, when she bought her home, house prices go up and down. She did not get a guarantee from the federal government or the NCUA. Her house price could go down tomorrow. But she's not concerned about that. You know why? Most of us, when we buy a home, we don't think about the fact that it's not federally guaranteed. The reason is track record. Track record matters.
Mm-hmm. It does. And we were just going through this, all the Ramsey personalities, walking through it with you in a room, and we were looking at this crazy, awesome poster, essentially, that they opened up wide, and they showed the history of the stock market, and they showed how it did before and after some of the biggest events in American history, when you would think it would create a lot of fear and instability, and it did short term, but then it always came back. And I think that was one of the most powerful illustrations I'd ever seen on what you teach and what you have been teaching.
Well, and track record is the thing. Why are you comfortable buying a home with no guarantee? No federally insured guarantee, right? Because homes, if you got walking around sense, have generally gone up over the scope of your life. I mean, first house I sold when I was 18 years old was $42,250 to a kid from my high school. Now, that kid wasn't smart. He bought a house from an 18-year-old. But anyway, it turned out to be a really smart idea, because that house today would probably be $350,000, $400,000, right?
Wow, sure.
But that's a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we've all got walking around since we can look and say, okay, the track record of real estate is I'm not going to lose all my money. Mm-hmm. It might have a little bump in the road or two, but I'm not going to lose all my money. And if you actually look at the stock market, with good mutual fund investing, good diversified investing, you're not going to lose all your money. There's going to be some bumps in the road, and you're going to make money. Now, that's the truth. But you need to get comfortable with that track record and that history, like you did that piece of real estate, and then you can sleep at night. Never invest because Dave Ramsey said to. Always invest. Never invest because anybody said to, except you. You need to get comfortable with it. You need to understand what you're putting money in, and then when you understand that history, I got a lot of peace about putting money in the market. No trouble with it for me at all.